The Hockey Dude. The Hockey Dude. The Hockey Dude.
What up? What's up, Jose? What up, what up, what up? It's the Hockey Dude. Word. How's everybody doing? How are you, Jose? Early day home from work, huh? How's that going? Wow, it's rowdy out there. I'm good, brother. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I am good. I am happy to be here as always. This is good times, man. I love talking hockey with you guys. It's definitely good times. Good times, great taste at McDonald's. Wow, look at that. I had McDonald's for dinner and I hate myself for it. I gotta stop. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she's okay. Speedy recovery. Hope it's not a high ankle sprain. But you be a good hubby. You should bring the little one and introduce the little one. Like, hey, what's up? You know, I had that last night. I could go for some pork lo mein, no veggies right now, but I had that last night. So, ooh, I can manage my channel directly from my phone. Isn't that sweet? That is cool. Let's bring myself up, huh? I am live. Why don't I? Why I want to see myself live? I don't really want to see myself, but I want to see myself. So, my friend Andy, speak of the devil. What's up, Andy? So Andy gave me a great idea. It kind of kicked off the other night when we were talking about the 2014 draft, and he said, "What would be like an all-time line from that draft?" Andy, your idea was phenomenal. I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna run with it as often as possible. I got a good one for tonight. It was a disgusting first round outside of a couple players. I think the all-time line and then the all-time whole line. So you have your all-time forwards, and then your all-time line, and first pairing, and starting goaltender. I think this is one for the taking. So we're gonna do the 1999 NHL entry draft. Andy, how's your day going, man? I appreciate you being here. Thanks for chiming in. How are you, buddy? Yeah, the 1999 NHL entry draft. That was a disgusting draft. That was a really hurting draft. Yeah, man. Dad life. I bet you're super busy. I bet you're super busy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for saying that. I love putting it out there. I hope you take a peek at my predictions and maybe win yourself some shekels if you can. Pardon me. But yeah, that 99 draft. The Patrick Stefan, Pavel Brendel, uh, just a horrendous first round draft. But you got some gold out of it. You got some platinum out of it, if you ask me. Um, so you got the Sedin twins that obviously went 2-3 to the Canucks. Uh, so they make up for a majority of this draft. I mean, you had guys like Martin Erat. Off the top of my head, that's all I could really think of because I don't want to shy. I don't want to give too much into the top three forwards. That's a good question, Andy. Jose, your thoughts on that? Is that Brian Burke's claim to fame, the Sedin twins? Yeah, yeah. I think. Uh, yeah, because that's even better than Chris Pronger. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. There's really nothing else that can stand above the Sedin twins. That was a Brian Burke draft picks, if you will. I mean, you got two for the price of one. You got two studs, two absolute studs. There's not much outside of that. There's ooh, that's interesting, Jose, because I have one, but I had a problem putting up one of the other two. All right, so obviously the top line we all know consists of the Sedins. Can you guys guess who the other winger would be? I'm sure you can. It's quite obvious. But you got the Sedins, and you're gonna have one more winger playing on a line with them. Who would that be? I need some Jeopardy theme music to play here for when we do things like this. It'd be a lot of fun. What about Jordan Leopold, Jose? What about Jordan Leopold in that draft? I had Commodore. So I got the Sedins and blank, and I put. There you go, Andy. I mean, it's quite obvious. See, Jose, you were just seconds apart from me reading it from Andy. So kudos to both you guys. I mean, it's quite obvious. Right? Ryan Miller, the winningest goaltender in American-born goaltending history, Ryan Miller. So it would be the Sedins, Henrik Zetterberg, Mike Commodore, Jordan Leopold, and Ryan Miller. You could also say Eric Comrie. You could say Nick Boynton. I guess they would be 2 and 3. Sorry, I'm getting waiver wire pickups in my fantasy league. I'm in a couple money leagues, and I got screwed last night in one of them because my app didn't save my position changes. I lost out on a Tyler Toffoli hat trick, on a Marc-Andre Fleury victory. I am infuriated. I believe Braden Shen's goal was shorthanded, if I'm not mistaken. So I am infuriated. So overall, that was a terrible draft. I mean, you pretty much, I said ERAT before. We pretty much named our standout players just in this short conversation that we're having. So, there really wasn't much else that jumps out at you. All right. But like I said, of the 4 names, Commodore, Comrie, Leopold, and Boynton, Commodore would be your top tier defenseman out of that draft. Oh, woof, woof. That's all I got to say about that. Outside of the Sedins, Zetterberg, and Martin Erat, woof, woof. But Ryan Miller was a steal. What do you go, 3rd round? You want to talk about hype? Look at pick 1 and pick 4. You want to talk about a build-up and hype and watch out, here we come, only to become a dumpster fire. I mean, you miss an empty net on a breakaway. There's something wrong. Let me take a peek at that draft real quick because I'm quite interested. By the way, just to backtrack, isn't Bobby Ryan a Burke draft pick? Just to backtrack, 1999 NHL entry. I can't remember all these damn drafts. Round 5. Oh, even later than I thought. I thought it was round 3. And with the first overall selection, the Atlanta Thrashers would like to select Patrick Stefan. What's up, AA Ron? How you doing, brother? So, Taylor Pyatt went 8th overall. Oleg Saprikin went 11th overall. Oh my goodness. Maxime Ouellet. Wow, let me tell you, who was the Flyers general manager in '99? Oof. Wow. Steve McCarthy went 23rd overall. Oh, Martin Havlat. Okay. Havlat went 26th overall. That's not a terrible pick. That's pretty darn good if you ask me. Alex Old, 40th overall. Look at these. Look at that draft. Woof. Jordan Leopold, 44th overall to the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. I'm glad you're here, man. Your Red Wings need Danny DeKeyser back. They get DeKeyser back, they can make me eat some crow because I thought they would be a taxi squad team this year. Oh, touche. That would be the backup to Ryan Miller. Definitely, Andy. Where did he go? He went pretty deep. right? I can't even find him. Yeah, I mean, Ryan Miller's your starter easily. Easily. I mean, the guy's got 387 wins all time. Oh, you're confusing the crap out of me, Jose. Don't do that. That's not good. This is bad look. Bad form. Bad form. Yeah, Aaron, your Red Wings get Danny DeKeyser back. They could be a fun team to watch. Third round. Third round. Man, Andy, you got your smart man cap on tonight, buddy. Aaron, that they did. That they did. No, they should be all right. Thomas Greiss is a hell of a goalie. You'll appreciate him. You'll definitely appreciate him. And James Reimer, Jose, you could tell Aaron, Silver Fox 910, just what James Reimer's all about. But guys, what do you Wikipedia for me, man. Wikipedia. FTW, brother. What do you I got a question for you guys. Um there you go, Jose. I got a question for you fellas. Do you guys think that Jonathan Quick will catch Ryan Miller for most wins all time by an American-born goalie? Miller is locked and loaded at 387, and I think that congratulations on your retirement, Jimmy Howard. I think that Johnny Quick has 325, 326. You guys think that Quickie could catch Miller? I mean, Miller's probably going to put up another. Yeah, Ryan Miller has 387 wins all time, and Johnny Quick has 325 or 26, depending on what he's done this year. Yeah, it's 62 wins more. So that means he would have to play at least 4 more years and average at least 15 and a half, 16 and a half wins a season, if my math is correct. It's an absolute long shot, but he still has life left in his legs. But Ryan Miller's still playing. There you go, Aaron. Aaron. Yeah, Miller's got a stranglehold on it right now. Right now, for sure, he's got a stranglehold on it. Thanks, John. Thanks for being here as well. I appreciate you hopping in, buddy. So that was something that piqued my interest. I really wanted to see if what you guys thought about the Ryan Miller Jonathan Quick situation. Um, I was I'm on the other end of it in a sense. I think Miller's got a stranglehold on it right now, but 16 wins a season if he plays 4 more years, and Ryan Miller calls it quits after this year. So let's say 4 years at 17 wins a season. Hypothetically speaking, that Miller gets a few under his belt this year, which he likely will. Um, it's a long shot, Andy, like you said, but it's not out of the realm of possibility, in my honest opinion. I have a thing with Jonathan Quick, but I think that I think that the possibility of it happening is greater than the possibility of it not happening. If that makes any sense. I think that makes sense. So, Aaron, quick recap that everybody knows. My dad had a quadruple bypass, and he was discharged on Monday. So I'm at his place, and I'm doing the stream from my dad's place. So that's why it's just a bedroom in the background. Um, Technically speaking, Quick is all around the better goalie. I mean, he has 2 cups. He's a big, big reason for those 2 cups. Ryan Miller has a silver medal. When Quick was in his, shall we say, when Quick was in his prime, Jonathan Quick, I love Quick. I think Carter Hart has a lot of Jonathan Quick in him with the composure, a lot of Carey Price with the composure on the ice. Pardon me. He doesn't really seem to panic. I love you too, brother. He's doing great. He's doing great. I'm just here for the next 2 weeks until he can get back on his feet on his own. So you'll see a lot of this background. It's either that or Funko Pops when I'm at my place. But I'm going to change that up. I think I'm going to get a nice Flyers backdrop. Um, did Quick have better teams around him? Um, hmm. Were any of those Sabre teams on par with the teams that Quick has had in front of him? Jose, you just have a deep disdain for the Buffalo Sabres, dude. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll give the nod. All right, so Quick's 2 cups come a lot due to the fact that he had a better team than any Sabres team that Ryan Miller played on. Fine. Take away all of that. Take away the teams in front of him. Does Jonathan Quick add up to a Ryan Miller? Let's put them in a hypothetical bubble of their own. Oh, speaking of bubbles. Can we talk about Ovi's wife after we're done with this one? And what she decided to blurt out today, even though we knew. But, I mean, how do you just blatantly, yep, Ovi's got the antibodies. So him and Orlov have the antibodies. Samsonov has the COVID, which I feel terrible for. Knock wood, I don't wish COVID on anybody. If you have to deal with it, I'm sorry. If you had loved ones or friends around it, please stay safe. Please mask up. Hell, I may wear a mask to do this stream. Okay, so all right, so they pretty much match up when it comes to save percentages. I think overall all time, Quick's is a 91 and Miller's a 91. The goals against, Quick had a better goals against, or has overall currently. So the 387 wins that came because of piss poor teams. Okay, so with that being said, because there was piss poor teams, we got to salute Ryan Miller and call him the champion. He wears the crown. He's the man. He's the best American-born goaltender out of the two. But I love me some Johnny Quick. I really do. So I can't. I got to put my bias aside. So I'll put my bias aside, and I'll give the trophy to Ryan Miller. Yeah, but a lot also goes into the eras that they've played in, like when you're comparing all-time greats, because there's been so many dimensions of hockey, so many different forms of hockey that we've watched from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s to today. So a lot goes for that too, which Jose and I were talking about this the other day. Probably a big reason why one can argue Roy is better goalie than Brodeur is because Roy played in a time where there was no trap and no system, and it was just all gas, no brake. But you make a really sound point, Aaron. Um, when you're comparing goalies, one versus one, it's a different animal. But you can compare their attributes. You can compare their styles and their techniques. Again, like you said, Ryan Miller was controlled chaos, where Jonathan Quick was like vanilla ice. He kept his composure when it's time to kick loose. Magnified by the mic while I kick my juice. I could do that whole song. Don't even. Hey, Aaron, Ovi or Crosby? Oh, to match up. Ooh, Andy, I like the way you think. So that 99 draft, you have the Sedins and Zetterberg. Dude, you could put Patrice Bergeron, Johnny Tays, and Sean Couturier to to try to shut down the Sedins and Zetterberg. And I don't know how much of a victorious feat that would be. That out of that draft, it's indeed the cream of the crop of the shutdown. Yeah, well, we all hate Crosby. I gotta tip my cap to him too, Aaron. I'm more of an Ovi guy. He's more of a hockey player, in my opinion. You know, I grew up watching hockey. Like Mario Lemieux was a hockey player. He's a big boy. He used his body. He wasn't scared to get dirty. Um, Ovi's a hockey player. He's an ox on skates. So, but Crosby will never grow on me. My bad, Andy. But yeah, just to go back to your little tidbit there. Like I said, you could put the best of the best. And you're talking about up against the Sedins and Zetterberg. Yeah, of course they'll be shut down. Um, um, I'm just trying to think. You could put Scott Stevens and you name them on the blue line, and they probably pick them apart. You know, you know what I'm saying? That's That draft was terrible, but the goods, the goods of the goods, the non-woof woof, they it's tough to match up against that. It's tough to bring anybody from any time frame, if you ask me. Well, Ovi's got antibodies, so he doesn't have to wear a mask. Unbelievable, un effing believable. Like, ugh, what are these guys thinking? Ooh, 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 Andy, ooh, Lindstrom and Pronger. Would Lindstrom and Pronger shut down the Sedins and Henrik Zetterberg if that was a line going in against that pairing? Um, I have some unfond memories of Pronger as a flyer, so. But yeah, yeah, I think that pairing. Yeah, exactly, Jose. Right? Yep, 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 yep. If only we could see that. That's a dream matchup. But Andy, I love your idea. It's great conversation. It's a great little thing that we could bring out. And I'm going to do a lot more of them. I started with 99. Of course you do. But you should also love Fetisov and Konstantinov and all the other Ovs that you had through the years. And Fedorov and Ov and Ov and Ov. Oh, you got a fond memory. Oh, so Jose and Andy. Um, Aaron just shared a fond memory that he had. You guys got one? I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear your fondest memory, um, aside from like the birth of your child, your the day you got married, hockey, hockey wise. What's a memory that you're gonna hold on to forever? I know it's probably gonna take a little while to type, so uh, you know what's interesting to me, and I'm gonna read your stuff when it comes up. Um, a few interesting tidbits. Have yourself a night, Tyler Toffoli. Speaking of hat tricks, have yourself a night, Tyler Toffoli. Scores a hat trick last night against the Vancouver Canucks. It's the third player this year in 9 nights to score a hat trick. He joins Travis Konechny of my Philadelphia Flyers and Connor McDavid. So Andy says, being from Eastern Canada, I've only seen live 3 games. My highlight is being at the Oilers Leafs in Edmonton in 2015. Oh wow. Well, so la la la. Um 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 um. I don't know if it was. Oh, John, I didn't know you were still here, dude. Look at So Jose got to go to 4 games during the Marlies Cup run with his wife and kid, including game 1 of the finals. That's dope. Andy has only been to 3 games live. I'm sorry, dude. I wish we can get you to more. John says the atmosphere at the Coliseum at the old barn in 1993 when Ray Ferraro scores an OT game in 2 overtimes against the Cavs. One of his fondest hockey memories. So I went to game. I can't remember if it was game 5 or game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Man, don't get old, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get old. Because your brain just, whoop, it just goes. So I don't know if it was game 5 or 6, and I think it was the Eastern Conference Finals. I think it was Tampa's first cup run. But the Flyers were down 5-4 late in the game, and Keith Primo ties the game, and the Wachovia Center was rocking. Goes to overtime. I want to say it was overtime. Simone Gagne for the win. It was the best game I've ever been at live. It was the best comeback I've ever seen live, and it was just phenomenal. That place was shaking. Flyers fans are insane, and I love that I am one, and I love that I get to experience times with them because I'm only 2.5 hours from Philly. I've gone to Phantoms games. Um, I've gone to Phantoms games when they played at the Spectrum. That's quite an atmosphere. That was cool too. Johnny, you were at that game? That's pretty cool. Huberto wins a cup, and Andy, you were there to see it. That's cool. Quebec Major Junior is a good league, man. It's a fun league if you can keep up with it. So, I want to be that guy. I've been trying to get my predictions up while we've been here chatting. I want to go through my predictions for tonight. Again, you can read them at thehockeydude10.blogspot.com. Um, I do these predictions every night. I'm going to talk about them on the stream. I'll go through them real quick. I'd love to know what you guys think. The Bruins versus the Flyers. The Bruins finally scored 5-on-5. I think Brian Elliott, I think he's getting the start tonight. Let me double check that. I think Moose is getting the start tonight. I mean, he's coming off a shutout. It would only be right. Where are you, Moose? No, it's confirmed to be Carter Hart. Damn you, Elaine Vigneault. Well, either way, I think the Bruins finally scored 5-on-5 tonight. And I actually see them beating the Flyers in a shootout. The Flyers will get a point, but they'll lose 3-2 to Boston. The Islanders at the Devils. I think Varlamov is going to keep rolling with this high that he's on. Blackwood's going to have a hell of a game. The Islanders will put one in later on an empty netter, most likely. I see the Islanders winning 3-1. Pardon me. Sorry, Jose. Much of the same from the Lightning. They win 4-2. The Jets continue their offense. They beat the Senators 4-1. I think the Canadians have a different game tonight with Jake Allen in the net. They'll beat the Canucks 3-2. And the Avs will take down the Kings 5-3. I'm hoping to keep myself above 500. I'm currently 30-23 on the season. 30 wins, 23 losses over all the games played over the previous 8 nights of hockey. Varlamov will give up his first goal of the season at about the 17-minute mark of the first period. The Islanders will go into the tunnel tied 1-1. They'll score around the 8-minute mark of the third period, take a 2-1 lead, and they'll bang home an empty netter. Wow. If that comes to fruition, then I don't know. Then you guys got to call me to play your lotto numbers and whatnot. And I don't see him having one of those bad games. I see Varlamov being in a shell right now. Dude, if I hit that and you donate $100, I'll love you forever, man. You guys could hit the about button and make a nice little kind donation. It would give me an opportunity to do a few things with it. I gave you a time goal. I gave you how the Islanders will seal it, and I gave you the victory. So and we have the hard proof, the evidence that is fact. It's factual. This is something that I said at a specific point in time, and here we are. We can go back to it. We can take a clip of it, and we can broadcast it anywhere at any time. That's why I love doing this Twitch stream. Plus, it's great conversation with you guys. I appreciate you all for coming in and chiming in and having these discussions with me. Casey Cizikas gets the empty netter. Um, oh man, Anthony Beauvillier scores. And Ross Johnson. Okay, so there's 4 teams. Unfortunately, there's 4 teams I can never ever. Oh, you know what? You know what? I'll retract that. I'll retract that, Aaron. Aaron, I'm responding to you. I respect Steve Yzerman so much that if I had a Steve Yzerman jersey, I would wear it. But I would preface with the fact that it's only because it's an Yzerman jersey. I will not wear any other Red Wing attire or person or anything for that matter. I will not hang anything in my background that's Red Wings related. I will not do anything for the Pittsburgh Penguins or the New York Rangers or the Chicago Blackhawks. I am bitter AF. Bitter. Okay? I'm bitter of 97. I'm bitter of 2010. I'm jealous of Sidney Crosby. I hate the Penguins because I'm a Flyers fan. And I hate the Rangers because I live in New York and I'm a Flyers fan. Oh. The only New Jersey Devils thing I would ever... No, I'm not bitter from 2020 because it was a hell of a series. And as much as it was a hell of a series against Chicago in 2010, I just hate Patrick Kane. I just don't like him. He irks me. I would be down to find myself a Chris Terreri jersey. I love those old school Devils jerseys with that ugly green. But I respected Chris Terreri. I would, Aaron, for you, but you have to promise that we'll make a deal. If you do find something to donate that's Stevie Y related, a hat or a jersey, something that you can find that's cheap, like one of the snapbacks or something, cool. I will only wear it if you're on the stream with me. Is that a fair deal? Yeah, John, we had a crazy series until Andy Green just decided to open the floodgates, and Barry Trotz loses his mind, decides to start Thomas Greiss in that Game 7, and it just, obviously the rest is history, unfortunately for both of us. Andy, what part of Eastern Canada? You've mentioned it a couple times. I'm curious. Where exactly are you from? You don't have to give me your street address, obviously. Oh, John, there's so much parity in hockey. Um, you guys look good early on. We don't. I say we like they write my checks, like I play for the team, like I'm French. We. Oh, okay. Well, the Rangers came out with a fire under them. Man, is that what you have to be proud of, Andy? The home of Randy Jones? It's like the ghost of Tom Jones by Rage Against the Machine. I should write a song. The home of Randy Jones, St. John, New Brunswick. I just picked up. So you're just a plateau of just land. Man, I've been to Maine a couple times for work. Oh, John, I'll never play my guitar on stream. That's not something I ever intend on doing. I have no desire to bring my guitar onto the stream. I just love talking hockey too much. No, dude, family, kids come first. Jose's got that ordeal. Andy's got that ordeal. I totally get it. Listen, I respect all of you and appreciate all of you for taking time away from your families to come hang out and talk hockey with me. So, Aaron, I'll make you a deal. This is what I said. Here's the deal. I will 100% represent a Stevie Y thing, whatever it is. Maybe it could be a cool little snapback with his number on a Red Wings hat, something that's like $10, $5. I will represent Stevie Y and your Red Wings, but we will discuss it beforehand of me going live because you will have to be streaming my stream that day. If I'm going to wear it, you got to be there. That's the deal. What do you say? What say you? Excuse me. I should make my predictions via a song. I don't know if anybody wants to hear chunky punk rock. You know, and the Flyers are going to lose to Boston tonight. You know, like, I don't know if I want to do that. I definitely don't know if I want to do that. Yo, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining in. How are you tonight? The Puck is Dropped is a great Twitter account you should follow. Just like it's spelled, Puck is Dropped. He also makes predictions. And he's a cool account to follow. He keeps you up to date with stuff. I appreciate you being here, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. I love the emotes, John. All right, Aaron, I'm going to hold you to it. It's all for the stream. I'll do it for the love of the stream and for the love of hockey and to have your eyes and ears and fingers typing away while we talk hockey at night. I'm on a roll. I'm trying to do a stream every day. Oh, no. Trace contact. Oh, no. Jose, go change your roster quick, dude. No Mackenzie Blackwood tonight. I don't know if you're still there. I'm going to text you right now. I'm texting you. So, I wonder if I could change my prediction for tonight's game. Oh, man. That is... Puck is dropped. You just dropped the bombshell, dude. But you know what? Scott Wedgwood's no slouch. I can see him having a decent game. I can see him having a solid game. I'm going to stand pat with my prediction. John, for you, we're going to keep it rolling. I'm looking at you, brother. That's five. That's five C notes in the bag. If I can predict Casey Sadiqis with the empty netter, Ross Johnson with a goal, and Anthony Bavillier. Well, he just got poor Aaron Dell. Talk about living at a all the bounce around at a terrible time of life to be claimed and waived and claimed and waived and claimed and waived. I thought it was confirmed that Stutzel wasn't playing tonight. I love all the information you get, Puck is dropped. I appreciate you being here and dropping it. Pun intended. Yeah, no, he's definitely not going to play tonight. I'll, I'll I'll predict that as well. So you all got to come back here tomorrow when I'm right about everything I said about the Islanders Devils game. My dad's going to be watching that game. I'll be watching the Flyers on my iPad. And I hope you all have a great night of hockey tonight. I hope your fantasy teams kick ass. I hope any team you root for wins. Um, I showed that I'm not that biased. I'm not that big of a homer by picking the Bruins to win tonight. They will score 5-on-5. The Flyers will keep it tight. It will go to a shootout, and the Flyers will lose. I'm hoping that's the one game I'm wrong about, but I'll take the point if I'm right. Man, Aaron, I'm excited now. I'm gonna get something Red Wing. Oh, you guys, I got I ordered two new shirts for the streams because I like to wear a hockey shirt during every stream. Um, I'm kind of limited to what I have right now. I did get a cool donation from John. He sent me the Ryan Pulak jersey, which I was wearing the other day. I obviously have my Flyers shirt. I have another Flyers shirt. I have my John Quick jersey. I have my Carey Price jersey. I was trying to get a Robin Leonard one, but they don't have one in Vegas. I'm really I'm really disturbed by that. Um, yeah, it's a little annoying that I can't get one of those, but I do have my Vegas Golden Knights T-shirt. Wait till you guys see next week sometime the two new shirts I got. I'm so excited about them. So excited. Okay, so the only two different picks that we have is you have the Flyers and Devils and I have the Islanders and Bruins. So we have a good chance that we could both be 4-2. That could be interesting, man. I'm gonna revisit this tomorrow with you on Twitter. Hey, puck is dropped. How old are you? I just, for reference sake, I just want to know your age because we were talking about the 1999 draft earlier. Hey, Andy, look at that. What month are you? Puck is dropped. I'm October 1978. Look at that. Look at that. All of us. All of us. That's phenomenal. Kudos to all of us. The only reason I said, hey, Andy, look at that is because I just found out that him and I were the same age. I know me and you are the same age because I keep calling you kid and you keep breaking my balls about it. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. 78 was a great year. Obviously, it made some phenomenal hockey fans. You guys are awesome. I want to thank you all for joining in tonight. I got about 10 minutes till puck drop, as do the rest of you that are going to go and enjoy your hockey nights. Um, John, you too. I'm going to get out of here as well. Guys, I really appreciate you. I can't tell you how humbled I am that you come and talk hockey with this old American boy. Um, it's very much appreciated. I'm glad that you guys appreciate what I bring to the table. I love what you guys bring to the table. I love the discussions. I love the fact that we can talk for an hour and have a great time doing it. And I appreciate you all. I really do. Thanks for dealing with my crazy text messages for those of you that I'm friends with. And for you, Puckers Drop, thanks for putting up with me on Twitter, man. You guys are great. I do want to thank you all one last time for tonight. And enjoy the games, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Until then, peace.